Part 2, six-figure commission on a cold call. I posted one video about this on social media so far, on YouTube primarily, and in the Kingdom Men Transform Nation Facebook page. And so here's part 2. Part 1 was talking about first make a bunch of phone calls, bunch of cold calls to get better at making cold calls. Because when you get somebody on the phone, you gotta be effective in the questions you ask and the ability to build a relationship and those kind of things. And you do that, it's trial by fire. You get on the phone, you make 100 phone calls or 1,000. I used to make 20 a day for years. So whatever that math is, before you get really good at it and really relaxed about it. So how'd that go? I was having coffee. I was an hour early for that appointment. I had forgot my wallet. I couldn't get coffee because I didn't have my wallet. I don't do Apple Pay and that kind of stuff because I have a Droid. Don't shoot me. And I was sitting there and I was like, well, I'm not going to sit here for an hour and do nothing. Let me be effective. I love, two of my favorite words are effective and efficient. So I had saved contacts in my phone, buyers and sellers. So I get to dialing. Call a guy up. He'd been a lead in my system. I'd talked to him a few times. He came into my lead system, into my CRM. If you don't have one and you're an entrepreneur or business guy, hire me to coach you and I'll show you what a CRM is. We'll go through that. Or if you are afraid of making cold calls, whole nother subject. Squirrel. Anyway, get him on the phone. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Touch base with you and see if your parents bought or sold a house. How that went. Because his parents were the ones that were looking. And he was the guy in the system. He said, man, they already sold it. I'm like, shoot, well, that's a listing right there. And he says, yeah, and he used the same person to buy. I'm like, man, I missed out. You see, I learned a lesson from that. I didn't make enough cold calls to that guy. You got to stay in touch with these people in your CRM. Otherwise, you lose them. But here's what I did. I always say keep going, and I'm not good at quitting. Get good at not quitting. So here's what I said. Here's what I say to a lot of people. Put me in your phone as a real estate guy. I don't care if you know my name. Put me in your phone as a real estate guy. And when you have a real estate question or problem, you call me and I'll help you solve it. He said, okay, cool. He said, I got something for you. I said, what you got? He said, you want to sell my commercial building? So I said, yes. And we'll stop right there. That's about 2.5 minutes. We'll stop right there. Pay attention next week for part 3 on six-figure cold call. Hey, let's go do some winning. See you.